Welcome back to Small on Big Talk. We are live today from the studio and we are kickstarting a very incredible and interesting series called The School Edit. And with me today are two students of a school that blew my mind off for its infrastructure, the Mantora Public School. And the institution has its heart in the right place. Hi girls. One is Arpita Shukla, their stellar scorer in class 12. She scored a high 98% in humanities. And the other is Nishtha Awasthi. She's still studying. She's just passed her 10th. And from PCM, she scored a stellar 97.6%. How is it to be on the hot couch today?
Very exciting and very interesting, we can say.
That's absolutely right to say. And before we start, like a round of question answers with you, let's address the elephant in the room. So you both are high CBSE board scorers, right?
Yes.
Or eternal war rahi hai between CBSE and ICSE. Now look into the camera and tell me, why CBSE over ICSE?
I feel CBSE is way better because it is more exam oriented, especially when you're opting for JEE exam or NEET exam. They consider NCERT books as their standard, and that is why many ICSE students switch in after class 10th.
Okay, Arpita, what do you have to say?
Yes, ma'am, I do think the same. I agree with Nishtha a lot. If you're preparing for competitors, right, like JEE, NEET, or some entrance exam, CBSE is considered as a, better, more better option. Although there isn't any universally acceptable winner, but CBSE is much more practical. That's why.
Okay, and tell me the stereotype that ICSE has about CBSE, something that you've heard pretty often.
That CBSE is just about rote learning.
Okay.
Yes, and we aren't much English oriented. That's
Yeah.
what you think.
So basically, ICSE, you mean, is a board that helps you understand better?
Huh.
Is that what they think of their board?
Yes.
Okay, and rote learning is CBSE, is it?
Huh. But
But it's
that
not
is
the thing.
misconception.
Yeah, that's a misconception. I mean, okay.
Everyone has to study, and until and unless you aren't clear with your concepts, you aren't going to score well.
So basically, understanding is the main philosophy.
Yes.
Is that true? Acha, because, we've met for the first time, it's our Sparky School Edit. Let me just ease you guys into the couch by beginning with a happy and informative rapid fire. Not exactly a rapid fire, a GK based rapid fire. Are you up for it?
Sure.
And both of you combined are representing your school. So make sure that you ace this one, okay? They're easy questions. We don't have a stopwatch, but in our mind, let's just assume that, okay, 1 minute for combined for each answer. And you're representing your school, Mantora. So come on, all the best. No pressure, but still all the best, okay? So I'm going to start with my first question for you and pretty easy peasy. 1, 2, 3. Which Indian city is widely known as the Silicon Valley of India?
Bangalore.
That's right. What does the letter C stand for in Einstein's famous equation E equals mc?
Light speed.
That is so true. Okay, now we're all pumped. Who is known as the father of the Indian Constitution?
Dr.
B.R.
A.P.
Ambedkar.
That's right. Okay. A pause is all right, but the answer should be like worth it. Which planet in our solar system is known as a red planet?
Mars.
That's a small people question, baby question.
That is a class 4th question.
Okay, that's okay. A question is a question. And sometimes, like I've seen like a lot of, like even for me, it goes for everybody. We can't answer simple questions and we can answer complex and the other way around, right? That's what happens with our brain. Okay. Do you watch Bollywood, both of you?
Not much.
I'll still throw one Bollywood question. Which Bollywood movie famously told the story of India's Mars orbit mission?
Mission Mangal.
That was directed by a very dear friend of mine. Yeah, Jagan Shakti. He's directing another movie, Ranger, soon to be released, I think, the end of the year. So, and your last is actually something which is obviously not a question, but yet a question. Have you guys experienced spell bee and everything?
Only once.
Only once? While growing up, Arpita?
Yes.
Have you? Okay. Just spell the word entrepreneur.
Will you or shall
Quickly, quickly.
ENTREPRENEUR.
That is perfect. Brilliant. Clap for yourselves. All loosened up now?
Yes.
Let's start. Let's start with the. And we are actually getting to see your, intellect and your intelligence. So Arpita has scored a 98% and she is one of the 5 toppers of the city in CBSE. And Nishtha, I'm sure when you're going to be in class 12th, I'm sure you're going to ace it as well.
I hope so.
Kudos. No, I'm sure you will. Okay. Now on to some deep hitting and yet light, a mixed bag of questions. So our first question to break the ice of formal questioning is that tell me a myth that you would like to break about backbenchers scoring lesser than frontbenchers. That's always been like a part of education, that backbenchers are spoiled, rotten, not interested, don't do anything, and frontbenchers are like the geniuses. Is that true? And tell me in a good amount of words.
Ma'am, nowadays people find it cool to be a backbencher. They find the front benchers to be nerdy, but seating position hardly determines one's intelligence and potential. Although being a front bencher, you can stay more focused during lectures, but it hardly matters. Like being a backbencher is also good, being a front bencher is also good. What suits you, just do it.
I feel I would like to tell one thing that one of my biggest competitors is a backbencher. And me being a front bencher,
Okay.
yes. So I feel intelligence can't be decided by where you are sitting. It just matters by how much focused you are, how much learning you are.
Yes.
So that's all.
So your generation is changing that
Yes.
whole old saying of,
Yes.
the bias against backbenchers.
Yes. But still, people think that front benchers are teachers' pets.
Yeah. Are they?
Not really.
No?
No.
Notorious one sitting behind and doing some naughty hooliganism. Do boys sit more, as backbenchers compared to girls?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I feel girls sit on one side and boys sit on one side.
Okay.
Usually.
That's a
And-
gender stereotyping. Why and why is that?
No, it's just they like to sit with their friends
Okay.
and girls like to sit with their friends.
So, मेरे दिमाग में एक ये बात आई that when you guys were smaller, the, gender bias didn't exist. Like, all boys were your friends, all girls were a boy's friend. So once you started growing up, that sort of consciously came and you started, sort of flocking with your own stock. Is that right?
No, I feel I still have male friends and I do talk to them. But then again, it is far more like when we are growing older.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
what,
less
right?
when we were small.
Yeah, Arpita, you agree, right?
This thing wasn't me with me also.
Yeah. When you were growing up, सब चलते थे.
Yeah.
Boys, girls, सब.
हाँ.
और जब बड़ी होने लगी,
नहीं अभी भी ऐसा होता है. I do have male friends, I do have female friends, and I do have a way with both of them.
okay, but who are you more comfortable with?
With my girlies.
Okay. Girlies rock.
Yes.
Yes. Like we have a vibe that is different, and that bond is way. I don't think it is better, but it is way more special. I feel.
Okay. So the girl thing, huh? Okay. Okay. Tell me something. When you start scoring higher marks, do you become the teacher's favorite? And is favoritism a thing in school?
I feel just because you're scoring high will not make you a teacher's favorite. When you understand when you are being obedient, then you'll become a teacher's favorite. And I feel in our school, favoritism does not exist. But yes, if you are being a good student, that will get rewarded in some way or the other.
That's a very good way to put that, you will get rewarded rather than using a very stark term as favoritism. Okay, so अर्पिता तुमको ये लगता है कि obedience ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है more than scores क्योंकि तुम तो इतनी high scorer हो.
Ma'am, both thing matters. for
और
me.
ऐसा होता है कि किसी बच्चे में obedience ना हो लेकिन वो बहुत ही ज़हीन हो and he's scoring left, right and center like he's a genius. ऐसा होता है?
It does happen.
Yeah?
Yes.
Can you like cite an example?
Then
कोई आ रहा है बच्चा या दिमाग में?
yes.
कौन है?
Should I name it?
हाँ, you name him or her.
I don't think so. I should take it.
अच्छा, तो उसके बारे में बताओ कुछ.
But like he's more argumentative, but then again he's intelligent and he knows what he's doing. So he's very aggressive about his points. Like he thinks his thoughts are the best ones.
Okay. Undisputable.
Yes.
Okay. And there has to be room for debate and reasoning, right? So he doesn't leave any room.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so he's not a very obedient child then I would say.
Yes.
Okay. हाँ मतलब हर तरीके के बच्चे होते हैं but good to know about such children. They are very intoxicating in the sense that if I were a teacher, I would like to know about these kind of kids. कि what happens in their brain, you know, brain mapping कुछ करके पता करें कि होता क्या है ऐसा, you know. They're very aggressive, like she said. As high scorers, is there like a lot of high expectations to uphold that you cannot make a mistake? Does your psychology support a fact or not a fact, whatever it is?
Ma'am, there were a lot of expectations, like from teachers, from parents, that to score good marks. But being a topper, I realized that society always expects that we'll perform always at the same level.
Yeah.
That is good, but this thing shouldn't be there.
And I feel apart from expectations from parents or teachers, you have expectations from yourself.
Yes.
And if you don't uphold that, then like self-doubts arise. So it is a thing.
Academic pressure is there, but it should be in a positive way.
What is negative pressure?
Academic pressure is negative, ma'am, when your self-worth starts depending on marks. Marks are not everything.
Okay, had you not scored such high marks, क्या होता अर्पिता? और किसी और ने किया होता, suppose तुम्हारी best friend ने किया होता, तो कैसा लगता?
Fortunately, this thing isn't with me.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced it, so I can't say much about it. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very difficult situation to actually be in, you know. And the more you start scoring, the more pressure builds.
Yes.
Yes.
फिर room for error रहता है क्या?
No.
No.
बताओ.
Because like the same thought arises in my mind that people want and expect that you'll score constantly well, you'll do well. For example, if I do good in a particular subject, that subject teacher will think or will expect that I'll score better only and I won't get worse. But that isn't humanly possible.
Yes.
तो ग्राफ ऊपर नीचे होता है?
Of course.
तुम लोग का हुआ है कभी?
A lot.
A lot.
Okay. बताओ जैसे.
For example, like in pre-boards, I did not score well,
Okay.
especially in subjects like maths. But then again, I did better in like the actual exams. So I feel that was also a phase. If I hadn't scored bad, I wouldn't have worked better or harder.
For the mains.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, you turned it into motivation.
Yes. Ma'am, let me tell you a thing. One of my subject, IP, like I always used to do silly mistakes, a lot more silly mistakes. मेरी teachers भी मुझको बोलते थे कि हर बार आप वही गलती करके आते हो बेटा. And I was like, what is that thing? It's like, what is that thing, Arpita? And how it's gonna be? What's the thing bothering me all the time? And प्री बोर्ड 2 तक ऐसे ही रहा है एंड उसके बाद मैंने थोड़ा उस चीज पे वर्क किया है.
So you were conditioned to make that mistake,
यस.
है ना, from within. और फिर उसके बाद when you realize कि बस बहुत हो गया,
यस.
तो तुमने इसको rectify कर लिया.
यस.
Okay. So, like a lot of times my daughter makes silly mistakes. Her teachers say that, you know, it is impossible to see through her careless mistakes. Why does she repetitively do it? मुझे लगता है वो ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी होती है
Yes, it does.
है ना, सभी के साथ है.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll make very silly mistakes. For example, I'll write minus on top and I'll make it plus on the bottom line.
Oh.
So it ruins the whole thing after that.
Oh, she
Just maths.
understood. Just maths.
Just maths.
ओके अच्छा, अब ये अर्पिता, ये क्वेश्चन तुमसे है कि जब तुम ह्यूमैनिटीज से हो,
Yes.
सो what is this outdated stereotype that people only take humanities if they can't handle maths or science?
Ma'am, it's not the thing. I think so. Like, I've scored pretty much good on maths in my 10th. And I took humanities because I was interested in all those stuffs, historical things, perspectives, reading about great leaders or public personalities. And humanities is not at all easy, guys. You know, it requires a lot of analytical reasoning. And many people say that, science is difficult, commerce is difficult, and humanities is easy. But it's not the thing. Every stream has its own difficulty level, and it matters how you conquer it.
Very beautifully told, no doubt. And the very obvious question post this is that people take humanities to basically crack UPSC, civil services. Is that like that's the automatic path? Is that right?
There are many field options, ma'am.
Like,
UPSC, many go for teaching line, hotel management, many go for many competitors, SSC, and into politics.
but why is their number still lesser than the PCM or PCB, students? Why is it like that?
Ma'am,
You have to have a penchant for humanities.
people nowadays are obsessed with engineering or maybe being a doctor. Parents also prefer their child to be a doctor, to go into that stream. Fortunately, my parents were with me when I told them that I want to take humanities, and I want to go into that further line. And it's okay, like, if your child wants humanities, it's good. If your child wants to go into PCM, that's also good. Choice is must.
Yeah, just do it as,
Yes.
as best as you can.
Just do whatever you find good.
That's right. Nishtha, अब ये बताओ मुझे, like we were just speaking, right? The very obvious question कि PCM जो लेगा वो JEE करेगा, है ना? Automatically. But ये बताओ, जैसे BARC जैसे जो institutes हैं, ये pure science and research represent करते हैं. So wouldn't you want to explore something like that? Like a parallel universe of science and innovation and this and that after taking
I
a stream
feel-
that you have?
No, I never thought about that. But yes, many people around me want to go there. Like, it's a very good institute, and some say that research and research and knowledge is as important as military and army things, because knowledge is way more powerful than any other thing.
Yeah, so it's the way to sort of put our country on a progressive path when you research, when you
Yes.
innovate.
Especially when you are from science stream, you can help your nation if you go in that field.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I mean, we are at war all the time now. Yeah, so we can invent and, although disarmament is the thing to do, but unfortunately in today's world, we all need to safeguard our territories and be bold for the world, right? Okay. Tell me, Abhi, recently, the OSM system, if we can touch a bit on that, and we can generally talk about, methods of marking.
Yes.
And कहते हैं ना कि जैसे तुम्हारे अंदर क्या चलता है जब एग्जाम खत्म हो जाते हैं, because the marking, the evaluation parameters are also the fact that teacher जो evaluator है वो क्या mood में हो,
Yes.
उसका वो कितना समझता हो जो तुमने आंसर लिखा है और कितना पसंद करता हो. And then it all also boils down to the newest system in CBSE, which is OSM. Let's talk about this with both of you. First, who can tell me about?
luckily, I hadn't experienced OSM yet, because in class 10th, OSM checking is not
You, Arpita?
there.
Yes, I've gone through it.
Please tell us about it.
Ma'am, only this year, in 2026, this OSM system, online screen marking, was introduced for class 12th, right, in CBSE. The marking scheme didn't change, only the mode of evaluation shifted from physical checking to digital checking. And the controversy the people are talking nowadays is mainly about the way the answer sheets of students were scanned and checked digitally. I have heard that many copies were illegally blurred. They were unclear, making the evaluation process very difficult. And you know what? 13,000 copies were checked manually,
Wow.
not digitally.
Wow, so it's like hybrid.
Yes.
So half and half.
Yes.
फिर करने की जरूरत ही क्या थी?
वही तो. And ma'am, I think कि if you are implementing such a system, because लाखों लोगों का, लाखों students का hard work, dedication, career उस चीज़ पे depend है, then it should be near to perfect. But we found it कि
Flawed.
yes, technical glitches, uncleared answer sheets, making the evaluation process very difficult. And you know what? Many of my friends who've taken PCM or PCB, they struggled with a lot. Like when they reached out for the photocopy of their answer sheets, they have refreshed the site of CBSC 30th of the times, but irrespective of the times, it was not going.
The quality is too compromised.
Yes, the technical glitches arrived, the payment issues, and a mere 19-year-old guy hacked the portal.
Oh,
Yes.
he hacked it.
Yes.
Wow. And what came out of it? Like जब उसने hack किया तो उसके बाद क्या हुआ?
Ma'am, he told the board that it's need to be, a little more transparent. It need to be good. There are many errors that are need to be sorted out. And the CBSC,
Wow. So he was teaching the whole
Yeah.
system.
yeah. And the CBSC has
Nishta, you got saved?
At least for 10th, but I'll have to appear for 12th.
And OSM is not going anywhere, Arpita? It's here to stay?
Ma'am, the CBSC has not yet,
Declared.
said
Okay.
anything about it right now.
Okay. But what do you think? What does your intuition say?
Ma'am, luckily OSM ne it has not done any harm to me.
Yeah.
But my friends struggle with a lot. So I think so कि system थोड़ा बहुत liberal होना चाहिए. मतलब
And it should go through a litmus test. पहले एक बार implement करते, देखते उसकी efficacy, है ना? उसके बाद करते.
Technically, the experiment was done on them.
On them. That is so sad. मतलब काफी अफसोस की भी बात है. निष्ठा, तुम तो बच गई. तो तुम बताओ कि and what about your marking? All the evaluators were in a good mood?
I guess so. And I feel कि evaluation does not matter solely on what the evaluator's mood is.
Of course. But that's a very susceptible reason. I mean, the
Yes, but
evaluator could
then
goof up,
again-
right?
yes.
But then again, he or she is answerable to what she or
Yeah.
he is doing.
Yeah, right.
So, and I don't think so anyone would want harm to any student.
Yeah.
So, that is what.
If that thought is driving the whole, process, then it's absolutely fair and valid. But पूछना तो जरूरी है तुम बच्चों से कि what are the consequences of, poor evaluation, है ना? ये तो सब पूछना. Okay. Your generation is the first generation to grow up completely in an online environment and with excess of social media. अब ये बताओ, ये जो सोशल मीडिया है, ये तुम लोग के लिए कंपैरिजन पॉइंट कैसे सर्व करता है?
I-
किसी का देखा इंस्टाग्राम पे मम्मी ने या पापा ने, तो क्या होता है फिर? क्या रे वो तो बड़ा ही अच्छा बच्चा है, क्या उसका दिनचर्या है?
हाँ. पहले the comparison was limited to like relatives के बच्चों से या neighborhood के बच्चों से या class के बच्चों से. But now someone who is sitting in another city or another state और उसने अपना एक 4 AM रूटीन बना दिया है जो कि एकदम परफेक्ट है और उसने वो एक शॉट डाला है एंड देन आपने उसे देखा है या आपके पेरेंट्स ने उसे देखा है एंड देन दे स्टार्ट कंपेयरिंग कि वो देखो 4 बजे उठ के पढ़ रहा है या पढ़ रही है एंड उसका स्टडी स्केड्यूल कितना अच्छा है, वो टेबल और चेयर पे बैठ के पढ़ रही है एंड एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा.
फोमो होने लगता है पूरे परिवार को.
हाँ, they are like they think कि every child is same and like every child will go through the same teaching tactics and schedule and then only they'll score good.
ओ मतलब उस बार इतना रेज हो जाता है थ्रू सोशल मीडिया क्लिप्स हैं अर्पिता, ऐसा होता है?
Not only with the parents, students nowadays are also enrolled into these stuffs a lot. Like they make constant comparison through social media that these guys are having parties, these guys are having fun, so we should be on it.
मतलब peer pressure हर तरीके से है. The comparison is hard.
Not only academically, but
And it's in your palm because you're watching it constantly.
Yes.
पहले तो यही वाली बात है ना कि दूर दराज से पता चलता था. ओके आप बताओ, हम मिलेनियल्स यूजुअली जेन जी एंड जेन अल्फा के बारे में बोलते हैं कि द लेजिएस्ट एंड द मोस्ट अनप्रोडक्टिव जनरेशन एंड हाईली नॉन मोटिवेटेड. व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से अबाउट द मिलेनियल्स?
I guess they have a big misconception about Gen Z.
Okay.
And generational gap is very common. Everyone is going to
Absolutely.
face
That's
it.
biologically true.
Huh. But then again, Gen Z, like, it's very common. If you can get an answer in 2 seconds by just giving the right prompt, then why would I search 10,000 websites just to get it? When
Millennials do that? They go round and round and round,
huh,
beating around the bush?
yes.
Okay.
Like in their world, what was that website which was very popular? I guess as a Gen Z, I don't know.
नहीं, हमारे टाइम पे गूगल ही था. You're talking to a millennial.
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
So I'm the millennial that you're talking to. Oh my God, such a tongue twister word. Anyway, ये चॉप चॉप हो जाएगा. तो हमारे टाइम पे गूगल ही था. गूगल was our engine, you know, for prompts.
But उसमें भी फिर आपको
But
बहुत ज्यादा
prompt
सर्च
देना
करना
आना चाहिए.
पड़ता था.
हाँ.
तो इसलिए
No offense, ma'am, but millennials are much more idealistic and they are more into traditional patterns of society. And Gen Zs are, digitally skilled. They are more socially aware, and especially they are more likely to discuss much about mental health a lot.
जो हमारी जनरेशन में बिल्कुल गायब था.
Yes.
उस point
Do you think that psychology should be introduced earlier on, like from class 8th, should be made like a mandatory, age appropriately handled, but a mandatory subject? Do you agree and think?
I do.
That's very important, right? Because अभी तक कोई भी education minister नहीं जागा इस बात पे. We've discussed this on my podcast even earlier with a 14-year-old. She also has the same thing to say. She also has ambitions towards the line, so she says she wants to become like a psychiatrist. But होना चाहिए ना? It's the need of the hour.
I feel psychology is one of the biggest subjects that should be added because, like, especially when you're going through teenage, you want to know that what is happening, but you don't know, and you don't know how to ask, or like nowadays we can search or we can do things, but earlier तो it wasn't like that. So तब तो बहुत ही difficult था.
अब तो chat GPT भी therapist बन रहे हैं,
हाँ.
है ना?
How many?
Do you guys take any advice or talk it out, talk your heart out?
Sometimes
Yeah? You're guilty as charged?
I do.
Yeah? You also do?
it is very fun to talk to it.
Oh God. तो सबसे मजे की एडवाइस उसने अब तक क्या दी है तुम दोनों को? कुछ बताओ.
Sometimes like जैसे उससे बात करते रहो तो वो सेम ही प्रॉम्प्ट मतलब सेम ही आउटपुट बार बार ही दे रहा होता है, चाहे
Okay.
जितना भी प्रॉम्प्ट चेंज कर लो. एंड देन उस टाइम पे इतना ज्यादा अनॉयड और फ्रस्ट्रेटेड फील होता है, तो इफ यू राइट समथिंग बैड टू इट, लाइक इट गोज ऑल इमोशनल एज इफ कि वो जैसे किसी बच्चे को
Weeping
नहीं
like a
डांट दे
human,
देते हैं,
हाँ.
तो वो रोता है, तो वैसे ही लगता है.
Oh, so it can emote humanly as well.
Yes.
अच्छा.
If you personalize it that way,
Okay, and how do you personalize it?
there's an option in settings.
Okay.
So you can personalize it according.
How do you access it? Is it an app?
नहीं, on
Google.
ChatGPT or for example on Gemini only, you go to settings and personalization and you can write it out what you want.
So, does it hold more entertainment value or is it messing with your head?
I
Tell
feel,
me very honestly.
I feel like earlier on it was diary writing. Now it is talking to Gemini or ChatGPT. So
But diary wouldn't talk back. You were just writing.
Paper has more patience than people.
Wow, that's a good quote.
from Anne Frank.
Yes.
From Anne Frank.
From
huh?
10th.
Yeah, from Fountainhead? No, not
नहीं,
from
नहीं, the
Fountainhead.
diary of young.
The Diary of Young Anne Frank.
Yes.
Wow. So when you grow up a bit, you are right at the right juncture to read Fountainhead. It actually changed my life. And how could I not identify that that is not from Fountainhead? You should read Atlas Shrugged. Are you into reading? Do you like? Yeah, so you should read Anne Frank's Fountainhead now. This is the right time. And Atlas Shrugged, both life-changing books. It's so you could treat it as a sequel. Atlas Shrugged. Okay. Yeah, so when we were talking about psychology, should we normalize mental illness and mental health, recovery, and we shouldn't taboo it like कि इसको ये है. Even schizophrenia should come under the bracket of being treatable and handleable and living with in a society. Is that true?
Yes, but I feel उन्हें ओवर एक्सप्लॉइट नहीं करना चाहिए. लाइक फॉर फन हमें वो यूज नहीं करना चाहिए. देन अगेन कि जैसे अगर बैक टू बैक 2 रात किसी टॉपिक पे लेके रो लिए तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको डिप्रेशन हो गया है. सो विच इज अ वेरी कॉमन थिंग टू
You have to draw a line basically.
it should be taken as something serious, not as a joke.
People do take it as a joke. Your generation,
Sometimes.
Yes,
yeah,
they do.
They use it in like new age lingo. अरे हमें तो ये है, हमें तो anxiety है, depression.
You know, ma'am, being a psychology student myself, I was very fond of psychology, and these disorders are very complex, very complicated, and people shouldn't use these terms, in a very liberal way.
That is so true. मतलब एक मॉरल वो होना चाहिए, एलिजिबिलिटी कि भाई डॉक्टर्स यूज करें तो ठीक है और ना खुद अपना.
They should talk about it, but they shouldn't joke about it.
या सो जोक तब बनता है जब आप कोलोकियली और वो बहुत ज्यादा ही उसको यूज करने लगते हैं अपनी आम भाषा में, फिर आप उसको लाइटली लेने लगते हैं, फिर उसकी जो ग्रेविटी है इट लूजेस इट्स ग्रेविटी.
Yeah, through memes and all that,
या ऑफ कोर्स.
things shouldn't be there.
बट सोशल मीडिया इज क्या कहते हैं अनरूली.
Yep,
यू कांट रियली टेम इट.
unfiltered.
है ना?
Yeah.
सब चलता है.
But then again, everything has two sides. So pros and cons तो हैं ही.
That's right. Because भाई इसमें आप ये कह सकते हैं कि एटलीस्ट बात तो हो रही है, टर्म्स तो आ रहे हैं ऑन द फोरफ्रंट. वरना पहले तो डिप्रेशन है, अरे पागल है बोल देते थे हमारे ज़माने में हमारी जनरेशन. और हमसे पहली जनरेशन, कैन यू बिलीव हाउ दे वुड ट्रीट अ मेंटल डिसऑर्डर.
हो सकता है उन्हें पता ही ना हो.
लेकिन फिर ये भी है, वी आर ऑन अ ग्राउंड दैट कैन से कि हमारे टाइम पे शायद मेंटल इलनेस कम थे, है ना? Messing equipments कम थे ना, because net wasn't founded yet back in my parents' generation. We are also net babies. Like when I was growing up, I had a laptop, a PC, then a laptop,
Yes.
So yeah. Okay, now let's talk about a very important topic, which is ये जो लड़की लड़के के समान है और ज्यादा ही है, the girl child phenomenon. Is that what is ruling the world right now? Are girls more, efficient than
More
boys?
isn't the right word. I
Okay.
guess.
Equally?
Equal is the right word.
Okay. And why not more?
Because then again, that is what boys did earlier. वो अपने आप को superior consider करते थे. तो if we do the same, then there won't be any difference.
That is awesome. That is awesome to hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this generation is more into gender equality. That is very, very good.
Yeah. तुमने अपने मम्मी पापाओं की जनरेशन में जेंडर बायस देखा है? Some partiality, some favoritism.
Not directly, but somewhere or the other indirectly.
Your uncles and all, मतलब तुम्हें लगता है कि जैसे
Some cocky relatives might say it, but my parents were very liberal. They were not like that.
Same goes with
so nice to see the shine on your face when you talk about your good households. Very nice. Very, very nice and proud. Okay. अब तुम लोग से एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन जो इम्पोर्टेंट है वो ये है कि इन अ वर्ल्ड ऑफ 8.2 बिलियन they'll only increase. AI is the new demon or angel? What is going to happen with the world progressing with AI?
Ma'am, AI is going to be a super transformative technology in the coming years. And I do think that the most successful person would be the one who can combine AI tools with human potential in a very affirmative way. And AI is, gonna have its influence in near about every field from healthcare, education, technology, and everyone should know to use it in a moral and ethical way. That's it gonna help it out.
Yeah, that is very well explained. What do you think?
I feel AI can't be stopped. So instead of stopping it, we should mold it in our way so that it works in our benefits. So that's
But the theory is that AI is now out of our hand. It is unmoldable. Like it is what it is.
Yes, we can
So-
barely discriminate between AI and real.
Absolutely. When you open Instagram, it is a very wicked world out there. I mean, girls going to the gym and an AI, model at the gym. You
Yes.
can barely. They've sort of mimicked our skin texture, our flaws, and everything that is to do with
everything
you.
looks very real.
Yeah,
but it
it
isn't.
does. So, what is the philosophy now going ahead? Who is going to survive? Like survival of the fittest वाली जो बात आती है. क्या लगता है अर्पिता और निष्ठा?
There is a philosophy that AI will gonna rule the world.
Of
But
course.
what I think is AI cannot replace human qualities like emotional intelligence and empathy.
Wait till it even exceeds your that expectation. You wait and watch. I think AI will mimic human emotions as well.
Maybe, maybe not.
But
Yeah, there's more likelihood that it will.
बट 10 years पहले अगर हमने सोचा होता कि AI आएगा तो फिर no one would have a thought about it. So similarly, we can't think what
So yeah, what the future? It's like K sara sara, whatever will be, will be.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think on that amazing note, on the note of AI, we're still three humans talking with each other and getting out some amazing, interesting facts and interesting points. It was awesome to have you both on the couch, and I hope you both enjoyed sitting here with me on Small on Big Talk.
I loved it.
Yeah. Do you have something more to say besides everything that we discussed? You can make your point. You have a free platform.
Okay, so my
Yeah.
advice,
Yeah.
basically the thing I want to say is being a topper isn't about studying 24 into 7. It's not even possible. It's about choosing quality over quantity, consistency, and balancing things over. It's really important how you deal with it.
It's a holistic approach.
And all that really matters is to be happy in life.
Fantastic.
Be happy, do whatever that makes you feel happy and grateful. Just prioritize I, me, myself.
Fantastic. Nishta, what do you say? Happiness?
I guess
Happiness is not money?
happiness is not money, but money isn't happiness then again. I feel कि self-assured होना is very important. Some might say that you have overconfidence or like things, but I feel being optimistic, being self-assured, and not comparing yourself to others is one of the major things that we should keep in mind, because what works for someone else might not work for you, and it's completely okay.
Fantastic advice from the two of you. Thank you for being here.
Thank
And
you
let's
for having
hopefully, have you on the couch once again, once you're like career women and doing some fantastic work for the world.
For sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.